go again off the glass.
Two good assists by DeQuan, setting Luke up for easy baskets.
15-point lead for Parsons at 29-14, 7 minutes to go. Dean in the paint, short, and pulled down by DeQuan Johnson. Quebec County reeling right now. A three-pointer by Joel Shivey, perfect! Parsons Vikings taking it to Quebec County here in the first half. Joel Shivey with 7 points. It's an 18-point lead for Parsons, 32-14. Three-pointer by Labette. Finally goes down. Second one of the game for Tanner Russell. He has 6 points. 32-17. Vikings leading by 15 now. 6:22 to go. In the first half, DeQuan Johnson. He's going to try a three. In and out, no good, and a quick whistle underneath. And we have a foul on Parsons.
Luke, I believe.
I think Luke's ready to come out. And the foul is actually on Shivey, his first and the team's second. Yeah, you wonder, Luke coming back from the flu, he's probably going to have to, he can play obviously, but his minutes may be somewhat limited.
Yeah, somewhat limited, definitely. It's going to be hard to catch his breath and his cardio.
32-17, Parsons leading by 15. Quebec County has the basketball. Russell tries another three. It's an air ball this time. Pulled out by Patch Lodeholtz. Here comes Gatesworth on the move. Has his pocket picked by Relaford. It's a 1-on-2. Relaford's going to take it himself, and he scores. Relaford now with 4 points. 13-point lead for Parsons at 32-19. Derek tries it from 17, and he banks it in. Everything going right for the Vikings, and we have a timeout, this time called by Anthony Houck of Parsons. 34-19, Parsons leads it. We'll take another 30-second break. This is Viking basketball on V93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999. (34-19). Quebec County has the basketball. Vikings stay in their zone defense. Dean faked a three. It's out to Jamison, who has joined the Grizzly lineup. Now Relaford has it. Back to Jamison. In the corner to Dean. He'll launch a three, and it's off the mark, no good. And rebounded by the Vikings. Vikings have rebounded so well out of this zone.
They have an offensive rebound tonight. I could be wrong.
Three-pointer at the other end by Zeke. He got it! Parsons Vikings really taking it to the Grizzlies so far tonight. Zeke with 7 points. 18-point lead. Jamison puts it up, no good, and rebounded by the Vikings. Derek Williams, Parsons playing with so much confidence right now. Pass underneath to Patch, kicks it out to a wide open Derek for three. This one is missed. No good, rebounded by Relaford.
Still a good look.
I think the Grizzlies may have thrown in the towel if that one had gone down. If not the players, maybe the student body. Yeah. The student body for Quebec County, understandably very quiet right now. Nice look underneath, and putting it in is Clayton Moore. He gets his second basket of the quarter. He has 4 points. 37-21, Vikings by 16, 4:28 to go in our first quarter. DeQuan Johnson at the elbow. Faces the basket, puts it up. It's going to be well short. He gets his own rebound. Oh, misses again. And then has it knocked out at bounds, but it goes off his foot. Well, you won't see DeQuan miss that second one very often. Once he gets an offensive rebound, he usually is so quick off the floor, but somehow he missed the layup, and he's going to come out, and he'll be replaced by Devontae Yates. Vikings still in control right now, but a ton of time left in this ball game. 37-21 is your score. Vikings by 16 with 4:16 to play in the first half. And the Vikings have been in the zone the entire ball game, and they will stay in that zone. Easton Dean to Jamison, over to Relaford. Down to 4 minutes to play in our first half.
Another sub in the game, I just noticed for the Grizzlies. Meanwhile, a drive and a layup is good by Easton Dean. He now has 8 points.
There may have been steps there.
Joel Scheibe. Boy, puts up a tough shot, and it's in and out, no good, but he was fouled, I believe, by Relaford, and he'll have 2 free throws. It's his first. Joel with 7 points on the night, surprisingly 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Let's see if Joel can find his stroke at the charity stripe. He puts it up, and that one is perfect. Vikings putting up a lot of points here in the first half, 38-23. Still have 3:45 to go. Vikings have been hot from the perimeter. They've penetrated well offensively and defensively. They've just been very sound tonight. Second free throw is dropped through by Joel Scheibe. He's up to 9 points, and it's a 16-point lead for Parsons at 39-23. Jamison to Relaford. Jamison open for a 3 from the right wing. He got it. That's a big shot right there by Ethan Jamison, the 6'2 sophomore. 14-point lead for Parsons. Up and under move is no good by Zeke Lyons, pulled out by Tanner Russell of Lebec County. Easton Dean with it. Back to Russell. Jamison's going to try another 3. It looks to be off the mark, and it is, and another rebound for Derek Williams.
Did such a good job limiting the second shot attempt.
Oh, a quick 3 by Derek. Probably not the best shot to attempt right there, and it's pulled down by Easton Dean. He brings it up himself. Good ball handler for a 6'7 kid. A 3-pointer at the other end is perfect by Tanner Russell. He has 3 3-pointers and 9 points. This is the closest it's been in a while. Vikings up by 11, 39-28. Joel Scheibe over to Zeke. In the corner. Ball knocked away by Jamison, but taken back by Zeke. As it looks like Lebec has maybe switched to his own defense as well. Getting into the paint, getting his shot blocked is Yates. It's run down by Derek. Derek from the baseline can't get a shot to go. And a quick outlet to Relaford. And he lays it in off the glass. And now we have a timeout called by Parsons. 39-30. Lebec County storming back, has it down to single digits. 2:17 to play in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
High School, Parsons Vikings, I believe, led by as many as 17 points here in the first half. It's down into single digits now, 39-30. Parsons leading by 9. Lebec County maybe finally starting to solve the Parsons zone just a little bit. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you in part by Lebec Bank as the Vikings prepare to get the ball inbounded. Here comes Zeke Lyons with it. Lebec County, I think they will settle back into a zone. Joel Scheibe out to Zeke. Now DeQuan has it. Relaford tries to knock it away, couldn't quite do it. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Vikings leading at 39-30.
Nothing wrong with taking our time here and getting a good shot.
Yeah, Lebec County in that zone. Nice pass underneath. Getting fouled is Devonta Yates, and he will go to the line for 2 free throws. Also puts Parsons into the bonus, but this should be a 2-shot foul for Yates. He puts up the first one. It rolls out. Looked short, and then it looked like it was going to drop through, but then it went on a roll there. Yates with 2 points, now 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He will have one more. Trying to give the Vikings a 10-point lead. Puts it up. In and out again, no good.
Well, that one looked good. That just unfortunate bounce there.
Minute 40 to go, a 39-30 lead for the Vikings. Nice job by Labette County to get back into this game. A three-pointer is no good by Russell, pulled out by DeQuan Johnson. Vikings continue to do a great job on the defensive glass. Labette County settles back into their zone once again. Joel Scheibe on the right wing. Picks up his dribble. Gets it on the baseline to DeQuan. Minute 15 to go. In our first half, Vikings with the ball and a 9-point lead. Zeke fakes a three, over to Scheibe. Scheibe looking to penetrate, puts it up from about 15. It was an odd-looking shot. It would not go down, and then a foul on the rebound against the Vikings. It will only be the third team foul of the half on Parsons. Foul is on Yates, his second, and he's going to take a seat. Luke Walgamont back out on the floor. So the Vikings
kind of slowed us down a little bit also.
It has. The Vikings exploded for 25 points in the first quarter and then got up to 39 rather quickly in the second quarter, but they've been stuck on 39 for a while. Just a 9-point lead for Parsons, and Labette County can get a little bit closer on this trip. Jamison out top to Russell, swings it over to Magic, back to Russell. There's Clayton Moore on the baseline. His runner is no good. Boy, a lot of contact in there. Could have been a block or a charge. No call at the other end. Laying it up off the glass. No good, but was DeRick. But then the offensive boredom putting it in is DeQuan Johnson. 41-30. Vikings by 11. Clayton Moore just took steps.
You might want to hold for one here and definitely go in with a lead.
Yeah, it's a double-digit lead right now for the Vikings, especially if Labette County stays in that zone defense. I would absolutely hold for the last shot, and that's what Coach Houck is signaling right now. Hey, one shot. What you have to be careful about here is the quick hands of Relaford. He is the one guy that could step out into a passing lane and cause some issues. Drake has it out near half court. 10 seconds to go.
You gotta go.
Now it's time for the Vikings to get into their offensive set. 5 seconds. They get it over to Zeke. He takes a guarded three. It's an air ball. And the shot at the buzzer was actually a little bit late. And it is no good. And we reach halftime with your score. Parsons 41 and Labette County 30. We'll step away for a 3-minute commercial break. And we'll be back with our halftime stats. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street.
everybody, Scott Marlowe, Rob Barkus with you on V93. Impressive first half for the Vikings, especially the first 1.5 quarters. Lebec County went to a zone about the last 4 or 5 minutes of the second half, slowed down the Viking offense a little bit. But Parsons still went into the locker room with a 41-30 lead over the Grizzlies. Let's run down the scoring totals real quick from the first half. First, for Lebec County, they were led by Tanner Russell with 8 points. Also, Easton Dean knocked
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
really bad.
I'm sure Coach Smith's telling Magic, you got to get shot attempts up. He may have been the third most shot attempts on the team that half with Russell and Easton there shooting shot more times than him. And I know they're both good players. I really don't think that's what Coach Smith wants their offense to do. I think he definitely wants Magic to lead the team in shot attempts.
Yeah, you would think so. And he had a couple of situations where he was able to get into the middle of the zone and got some 5 or 6 foot shots to go down. But yeah, really his perimeter shots, some of them were on line, some of them were not. So a couple of them he missed rather badly, at least for him. And hopefully, it's hard to say what Coach Houck is going to do. As long as they have a double-digit lead, he may just stick with that zone, until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, until they get hot. They got a little bit harder there. They hit 4 threes in the second quarter, whereas they only hit 1 in the first quarter. It's done a great. You mentioned it's done a great job of limiting their shot attempts. I'm not sure they have an offensive rebound tonight. I may be wrong, but if they do, it's maybe 1 or 2. They've done a great job of giving them 1 shot and then getting a rebound.
Yeah, we mentioned the Viking energy was so positive coming out of the pregame huddle, and boy, it carried over for virtually the entire first half. They led by 17 or 18 points at one point and really had Lebec County back on their heels. But this is an experienced Lebec County team. They've got a lot of seniors on the roster, 2 tremendous guards with Relaford and Russell, and then of course the big guy in the middle, Easton Dean. He's still got another year left after this, 6'7" junior. But they were rattled, but they regained their composure and actually had it down to a single-digit deficit.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
The Parsons Vikings lead Lebec County. We're about 30 seconds away from getting started with the second half. And Tanner Russell started the game with a three-pointer for Lebec County, and pretty much for the next quarter and a half it was all Parsons. And then Lebec County had a nice little run near the end of the second quarter, but you just never know how teams are going to come out of the locker room. It's a brand new game, brand new start. Fortunately, with the brand new start, the Vikings are ahead by 11, and that's always a good feeling. There's still a long ways to go.
Yeah, there's a long ways to go.
Walters picked up some early fouls back into the lineup for the Grizzlies. He throws it into Relaford, and we're underway. Vikings, sure enough, will open up in a zone defense. They were in a zone the entire first half. Russell with it to Nybarger. Out to Javon Relaford for a long three. It's off the mark, no good. And there's an offensive rebound, long rebound to Nybarger. He kicks it out to Tanner Russell. He's going to pull it from the free throw line. It's off the mark, no good. Tip try, no good. And it's finally pulled out by Daquan Johnson. Boy, Johnson getting... that was a foul on Relaford, and they would not call it. Shot put up, hits the side of the backboard by Zeke Lyons. I can't believe they didn't call Relaford for pushing off on Daquan Johnson. But great defense at the other end by Daquan Johnson. Forces a tie-up situation. Looked like Dean was going to have a layup, but Daquan got his quick hands in there and forced a jump ball situation. So here we go, Vikings with it. Leading 41-30, 7:10 to go in the third quarter. Lebec County in a zone as well. Ball tipped away, who has it? Nybarger has it for Lebec County, gets it up to Russell. Both teams a little sluggish against the zones to start out here in the second half. Dean took steps. Wow. I talked about that a little bit in the girls' game. It just blows my mind how many times, these, and it's not just high school kids, it happens in college too. You shuffle those feet before putting the ball on the floor. Scheibe open in the corner for a three. Cannot get it to go. Rebounded by Dean. Gives it off to Relaford. Vikings were red hot in the first half. Starting to cool down just a bit. Nybarger wide open for a three, and he got it. Down to a single-digit lead. 41-33. Vikings by 8. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. See if the Vikings can solve this zone. Scheibe's going to try a three from the top of the key, and he buries it. Joel Scheibe now with 12 points.
A lot of confidence in that shot after missing one previous attempt.
I thought the exact same thing. And it's an 11-point lead again for the Vikings. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Relaford to Nybarger. He'll try another three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Hands off to Derek. To Johnson at the top of the key. Scheibe, he's going to launch another three. That one's off the mark and rebounded by Russell. 5:45 to play in quarter number 3. It's Parsons 44, Lebec County 33. Dean on the left wing. Spin move. The big man puts it in off the glass. Pretty smooth for 6'7". He's in double figures with 10. Vikings almost lose it, get it back. Yates thought about a three. Now he gives it off to Daquan Johnson. It's a 9-point lead for Parsons, 44-35. Yates on the baseline. Double teamed. And he scores over the 6'7" Dean. Nicely done by Devontae Yates. 4 points for the junior.
Nice strong move.
Vikings by 11. NBA three by Relaford, and he got it. That's what the Lebec County fans have been waiting for. He now has 9 points, but they're slow getting down forward, laying it in off the glass of Scheibe. He got shoved in the back.
That should have been a foul.
And no foul called. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
But the layup went down. It's a 10-point lead for Parsons at 48-38. Dean on the left wing. Over to Russell. Vikings still on his own. They have to be aware of where Relaford is. Scheibe gets out on him. Relaford to Nybarger. Dean from about 12. Gets the roll. Soft touch. Easton Dean with 12 points. Back to an 8-point lead for Parsons at 48-40. 4:20 to go. In our third quarter. Both teams playing zone here in the second half. Yates kicks it out to Zeke. He's going to try a three at the top of the key. Can't get the roll. Loose ball picked up by Derek Williams. And the Vikings will reset. Cutting to the basket and scoring is Zeke Lyons. 9 points for Zeke. Vikes go back up by 10, 50-40. 3:55 to go in quarter number 3. Vikings led by 11 at the break. They're up by 10 right now. 3:49 to go in our third quarter. Nice move by Russell. But he has his pass stolen away. Here comes Daquan Johnson. And he gets fouled from behind. Tried to dunk it. And Coach Halleck wants an intentional foul, which I don't know if I didn't have a good enough look at it, but I will say this. There were about 3 fouls again that occurred on Magic before Daquan went up to try to dunk it. And I mean, there's been so much contact by Relaford when the Vikings have been trying to push the ball up the floor. Coach Halleck talking to the official, and now Coach Smith.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he was talking to the official, if he was yelling down at Coach Halleck. I couldn't tell. But he was upset about something. First free throw dropped in by Daquan Johnson.
Coach Smith's always going to get his 2 cents in with the officials.
He's known for that, isn't he?
He's known for working the officials.
Second free throw by Daquan is perfect. Vikings up by 12, 52-40, 3:38 to go. In quarter number 3, Dean picked up by Scheibe over to Tanner Russell. Again, live video stream available at klkcradio.com. Keyshawn Anderson drives, couldn't get it to go. Pulled down by Derek Williams. Vikings continuing to rebound well. Derek to Scheibe. 3-pointer is off the mark. Knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Zeke. Sure enough, it'll go over to the Grizzlies. 3:16 to go in the third period. 52-40. Vikings lead by 12. Vikings have led by at least 17. That was back in the first half. They maybe even led by 18.
Our zone kind of morphed into guarding their perimeter players and just daring them to throw the ball inside, which they're not doing.
Magic's going to try a three from the left side. It's off the mark, no good. And over the back on Easton Dean. And officially, I want to say that is his first foul, but I don't think that's right. I was going to say, I thought I had missed something earlier. That's actually his third personal.
Coach Smith didn't have much choice but to leave him over.
Right, yeah, down 12.
This jumped into the game.
52-40, Parsons has the lead and the basketball. Derek Williams right in front of the Viking bench, gets it to Daquan. Daquan penetrates, now he kicks it out to Zeke. Zeke's going to try a three, it's off the mark and rebounded by Easton Dean. Has his pocket picked, he thought he was fouled. No call by the official. Tanner Russell with it. 2:32 to go in the third period. Vikings up by 12. Luke Walgermont and Yates will check in at the next opportunity. 3-pointer by Tanner Russell. He got another one. 11 points for Tanner Russell. 9-point lead for Parsons. 52-43. Zeke Lyons on the far side to Daquan. Back to Zeke. Fakes the three. Goes baseline. Out to Joel. Joel gets into the paint. Finds Daquan on the baseline, and he lays it in. Nice ball movement by the Vikings. Daquan with 9 points. It's the Vikings lead back up to double digits at 54-43. Relaford gets bumped and will not get the roll, but he will get 2 free throws. Big story in this game, it will be his first trip to the line. I can't remember how many free throws. I think he was 12 out of 12 at least.
Good
up
job
in Parsons.
him off the free throw line.
Yeah, but the zone has certainly done that. Daquan Johnson asking for a breather. It's tugging on his jersey. Free throw by Relaford is perfect. You will not see him miss a free throw very often. You will not see him draw iron on a free throw very often.
Pretty clear.
So Scheibe and Johnson take a seat. Waldemont and Yates check into the lineup. Skylar Gatewood into the lineup for Labette County. 54-44, Vikings by 10. Minute 56 to play in the third period. Relaford's second free throw is good. 9-point lead for the Vikings. Patch Lodeholtz goes baseline, misses a shot, but he's fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot two. Gatewood gets the foul for his first personal.
Patch has done a good job of bringing a lot of energy in off the bench tonight.
He does almost every night, doesn't he? He
really
plays with a lot of heart and a lot of energy. 2 free throws for the junior, and it's in and out, no good. Patch has 5 points on the night. If he hits this one, it'll give Parsons a 10-point lead. Clayton Moore into the lineup. He will replace Easton Dean. Patch is a 6-foot junior. Takes a couple of dribbles. Free throws on the way, and it's good. 6 points for Patch. 10-point lead for the Vikings. 55-45. Minute 45 to go. Tanner Russell, boy, I thought he was going to pull that. He was open. Relaford puts up a floater. It's short, no good. Who has the basketball? Somehow Labette County ends up with it. That should have been goaltending. Official out top caught it. The official underneath did not. Devontae Yates called for goaltending. That will give the basket to Clayton Moore. He was up there. Yeah, he was way up there. 55-47. This is as close as it's been in a while. 8-point lead for the Vikings. Lavette's still in a 2-3 zone. Devontae Yates finds an opening and gets fouled, I believe, by Tanner Russell. Russell picks up his first personal, and the team's fourth. Only one foul called in the second half on the Vikings. Devontae Yates 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Puts up the free throw, and he got it. 56-47. Vikings lead by 9. Daquan Johnson in the lineup replacing Zeke Lyons. Devontae Yates with 5 points. Trying to extend the Viking lead to 10. And he does. Nice job by Yates.
Good looking free throw there for Yates.
Quickly at the other end, Tanner Russell, he's off on his three-pointer, pulled down by Devontae Yates. Yates brings it up himself, crossover, gets it to Derek on the baseline, kicks it out to Daquan. Johnson finds Luke on the baseline, pump fake, goes up, scores, and he's fouled! Luke Waldemont with 6 points. Who did we give the assist to, Rob? Did you see? Daquan Johnson with a nice look underneath.
He does a good job of getting Luke involved the second Luke gets in the basketball game.
Vikings by 12 with 1:02 to play in the third quarter. Luke with his first free throw of the night. He got it. Vikings go up by 13, 60-47. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Relaford looking to penetrate, kicks it out to Tanner Russell. Back to Magic, over to Anderson now. Vikings still in his zone. I don't think the Vikings have played man-to-man even one possession tonight.
Why should they at this moment?
Absolutely. It's worked for nearly 3 full quarters, double-digit lead. Nice drive, but the shot missed by Relaford, but he somehow gets the ball back. Now to Anderson with 27 seconds to play. He about took steps. Relaford's going to launch a three. It's an air ball, not even close. Rebounded by Daquan Johnson. Vikings need to hold for one. One shot. Derek almost didn't hear coach. He was wanting to make something happen. Now he pulls it back to half court. Vikings leading 60-47. 9 seconds to go. Derek with Keyshawn Anderson on him. Gets around Anderson. Puts up a floater. It's no good off the glass. Time for Lebec County. Long three-pointer. Banks in. Remember that from around half court. A three-pointer goes down by Javon Relaford. That is huge. 13-point lead down to 10 heading into the fourth quarter. Vikings lead at 60-50.
What a shot. 3 guys on him. Not like it was a great. He didn't fall asleep and give him a good look.
We'll take a 30-second break. This is Viking basketball on B93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
Lebec County got the rebound, and from just inside half court, Magic Relaford banks in a three-pointer at the buzzer. Still a 10-point lead for the Vikings. However, Lebec County has possession to start the fourth quarter. That was a big turnaround. Vikings could have been ahead by 15 or 16 going into the fourth quarter. Instead, it's just a 10-point lead. And here we go. Russell with it. Vikings have been in a zone defense since the opening tip, something I've never seen from Anthony Howe. Relaford to Russell. 7:40 to go in our ball game. Dean out top to Relaford. Russell thought about a three, but Yates got out on him. Out to Magic. Relaford kicks it out to Tanner Russell. Vikings really doing a good job challenging Russell on this possession. Boy, that looked like steps. But a shot in the paint is going to go. Relaford up to 16 points. 8-point lead for the Vikings, 60-52, 7:15 to go. Patch on the near side, almost loses his dribble, but he finds DeQuan on the baseline. He can't score though, knocked out of bounds. Off DeQuan.
I think they called a foul on DeQuan.
And a foul on DeQuan, you're right. That is his first, and only the team's second. If Lebec scores here, it'll be the closest they've been since the Vikings had raced out to that 17-point lead back in the first half. They've had it down to 8 once or twice, but now they can get even closer. Clayton Moore to Tanner Russell. We have 7 minutes to play in our game. They try to get it down to Dean. He's double-teamed, triple-teamed, and he's still going to score off the glass. Easton Dean with 14 points, 60-54, closest we've been in a long time. 14-footer is going to go down, got the roll. Derek Williams in double figures with 11. He's by 8. And a foul out top, I believe, on Derek. Let's see.
I believe so.
Now they're going to get Zeke. Zeke Lyons picks up his first. 62-54. Vikings leading this game by 8 points. 6:38 to go in our ball game. They get it into Dean. Strong move, and he scores easily over Yates. That was way too easy.
Way too easy inbound play.
62-56. Vikings by 6. Skip pass over to Lyons. And finally, they call Relaford for riding one of the Viking players. That will be the 6th team foul. And Relaford picks up his 3rd personal. So now 3 on Relaford and 3 on Dean. Nobody for Parsons in foul trouble. Derek Williams has the pass stolen away, but he gets it back. Joel Scheibe pulls up from 12. No good, but tipped in by Derek. Derek Williams tips it in. Vikings go back up by 8 with 6:10 to go in our ball game. Relaford, he's open, but boy, and a foul on Derek out top.
Probably lucky he passed that shot up.
I agree. Derek gets whistled for the foul. That will be the team's 4th. And Derek's first. 64-56. Parsons up by 8. 6:05 to go in our ball game. This broadcast being brought to you in part by Labette Bank. Clayton Moore gets it into Relaford. Vikings remain in their zone defense that they have been in the entire night. Relaford to Russell. Now Jameson has it on the near side. Driving and getting fouled is Magic, and he'll go to the line for two. Foul on Zeke, his second. Fouls now evened up. I believe it's 6 apiece. Just the 15 foul. 15 foul on the Vikings, second on Zeke. Free throw is finally missed by Relaford. That is the first free throw he has missed this year against the Vikings.
Yes, it is.
He will have one more. 5:49 to play in our game. Parsons leading 64-56. Second free throw. In and out. He missed both. Big moment right there.
Maybe a little fatigue on his part.
Absolutely.
A lot of minutes.
Scheibe. We have a timeout called by Anthony Houck of Parsons. 5:42 to play in our game. Vikings lead it by 8 points. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs.
5 minutes, 42 seconds to play in our ball game. It's been a good one. Vikings have led pretty much from start to finish. Not quite. Labette County led for a minute or two right after the opening tip. Vikings to inbound. Get it out top to Scheibe. Vikings up by 8. 5:38 to go in our game.
You know, why not stretch out and pull out a little, try to pull them out of that zone.
Yeah.
Not saying stall, but run a little bit of time.
See what the Vikings do out of that timeout. They find DeQuan on the baseline. Maybe what the Vikings are going to do.
Yeah, they can guard. They want to sit back in that zone and let the clock run. That's to our advantage.
Vikings have it in front of the Viking bench. Zeke Lyons out in their half court, picked up by Jamison. To Joel Scheibe now, picked up by Tanner Russell. Joel tries to make something happen, kicks it out to DeQuan. DeQuan thought about a three. Coach Hout points to his head saying, hey, play smart, guys, play smart. We've got the lead and the ball. DeQuan kicks it in the corner. Boy, it could have been a reach-in on Relaford, but they did not call it. I mean, he could have been whistled for 10 fouls in this game, just, to be honest about it. Zeke gets into the lane, can't score, but an offensive rebound by DeQuan Johnson. Coach wants him to bring it out. Instead, DeQuan goes baseline and gets fouled by Clayton Moore, and it's going to be a one-and-one opportunity for Johnson.
Make our free throw.
Dean looks confused, but it was clearly a foul. I don't know if Dean thought he got whistled for it or not. He did not. Clayton Moore picks up the personal, picks up his first, team seventh. 4:33 to go in our game. Obviously, Vikings will have to hit their free throws, and that's been iffy at times this year, to say the least. But DeQuan calmly steps up and knocks down the free throw. He's in double digits now with 10 points. Probably Joel Scheibe, DeQuan, and Zeke are the three guys I would think that Coach Houk would like to see at the line. DeQuan's second free throw. He got it.
He's been good from the line tonight.
11 points for Quaney, and it is a 10-point lead for Parsons at 66-56. Dean penetrates. His floater goes down. He's got such a soft touch for a big man. And he's up to 18 points, and we have another timeout on the floor. 66-58. Vikings lead by 8. 4:22 to play. We'll take another
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
Parsons will have the basketball, leading 66-58, and Lebec County is going to pick up with a full court press. Vikings get it into Scheibe. Boy, it looked like he was fouled, sure enough. And now what's the other whistle for? There was a foul on Jamison. I don't think Coach Smith wants to start putting us on the line with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the game.
I wouldn't think so.
At least not somebody like Joel Scheibe. Although Joel missed his first couple of free throws. He's 2 out of 4 from the line tonight with 14 points. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 8 fouls on Lebec County, 5 on Parsons.
We could just keep them off the free throw line. I like our chances.
Joel trying to give Parsons a 10-point lead. Junior puts it up and good. And I could just tell by looking at him he was going to make that free throw. He was just chomping on his gum, as calm as could be. Gives the Vikings a 10-point lead. Relaford over to Russell. He'll try a 3 from the left side. It looked good, but it's off the mark and pulled down by Yates. Yates gets around Relaford. Kicks it out to Derek. He's open for a 3. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Tanner Russell. That would have been huge.
Yes. Not sure if Coach didn't want to run a little time there.
Right. Jamison thought about a 3. Gives it off to Russell. Vikings still in the zone. Nybarger on the near side. Looking. Skip pass. Russell fakes a 3. Loses it. Gets it back. I believe a long 2 put up. No good by Jamison. Pulled down by the Vikings, who continue to rebound well. There's just one very short stretch in this game where the Vikings struggled keeping Lebec County off the offensive glass. Now Coach Houck is saying, let's try to run a little bit of clock. Instead, a 17-footer put up by Derek. It's perfect. Derek with 15 points. Vikings up by 12, 70-58. Relaford going to try to make something happen. Gets into the paint, and he's going to score. You know, he's had a quiet night for him, and yet he has 18 points.
Yes.
Vikings by 10, 70-60. 3:05 to play in our game. The clock is the Vikings' friend, and now a foul on Russell on a drive by Johnson.
So last 1-on-1, then will be 2 shots the rest of the way.
Yeah, that was the 9th team foul, so DeQuan needs to go up and at least hit the front end of this 1-and-1. Here comes Patch Lodeholtz. You know, after this game was played in the 70s up in Parsons, I wondered if we would see the same kind of score, and hopefully the Grizzlies don't make it to 70 because the Vikings are already there. But here, 3 minutes to go in the game, and the Vikings already have 70 points on the board. Front end for DeQuan is short, no good, rebounded by Relaford. DeQuan's first miss from the line tonight. Relaford gets fouled. I don't know if it was on the shot or not. Coach Houck wanted to push off, and he's probably got a pretty good argument. Not sure who they called the foul on. Foul was on the floor, the 6th team foul, so no free throws coming.
Surprisingly, no.
Foul was on Patch, his first. He's replaced in the lineup by Luke Walgamont. Dean to throw it in. 10-point lead for Parsons at 70-60. Vikings need to be careful not to foul, because they will put... Oh, a steal, I believe. No, Vikings couldn't get a handle on it. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Lebec County. Patch back into the lineup, and he will replace... And Luke Walgamont. Luke was out. It looks like, really? Oh, he's only out here for 5 seconds.
Came in and out for it. They just switched up.
Anderson replaces Ethan Jamison. Parsons has done a good job of maintaining this double-digit lead. Lebec County's had it down to 7 or 8 points multiple occasions, but Parsons has already got it back out to 10. Long 3, no good. Battle for the loose ball. DeQuan Johnson has it. Vikings need to slow down right now. The clock is their friend, but instead of foul on the sideline, we'll put DeQuan at the line. It's going to be 2 free throws the rest of the way. Double bonus for the Vikings. What a performance tonight by the Vikings after that heartbreaking defeat a few nights ago against Fort Scott in overtime. Vikings 2:37 away from knocking off their arch rival, the Lebec County Grizzlies. First free throw by DeQuan. He does not get the roll. He's missed his last 2 now.
Not using his legs enough on his free throws. All arm.
70-60, Parsons by 10. One more for the 6-foot sophomore, trying to give Parsons an 11-point lead. He puts it up, and it is good. 71-60, Parsons by 11. 2:37 to go in our ball game. Relford's going to let the ball roll into the front court before he picks it up, saving a couple of seconds. Tanner Russell gets around his man, puts up a three. It's off the mark, no good. Two Vikings battle for the rebound. Patch comes away with it. Gets it head to Derek. Derek almost has his pocket picked. Needs to get it away, and he does, to Zeke Lyons. And Coach Houck upset with the official because he didn't get a timeout sooner, and the referee told Houck to be quiet. But you know what? When you're calling for a timeout, you want a timeout, and I understand. Also, allowed Jim. It's hard for the official to hear. But 2:21 to go, 71-60. Vikings lead by 11. We'll take a 30-second commercial break and be right back. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620.
Parsons leads Lebec County, 2:21 to go in our basketball game. Parsons still in the timeout huddle. To say Coach Houck has been into this game would be an understatement. He has really wanted to get this win tonight. I know he's been afflicted with an illness too, and I think he's finally back to 100%. Vikings have Lodholtz, Johnson.
For the players to see their coach animated every once in a while.
Oh, absolutely. I think it gives them some energy.
You definitely want to.
Shabby looking to throw it in, having trouble. Finds Lodholtz underneath, and he scores! Great play out of the timeout. The Vikings get the basket.
Kind of caught LC sleeping there.
Lodholtz with 8. Vikings by 13, 73-60, with 2:08 to play. Tanner Russell for 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound comes out to Zeke Lyons. Vikings in control now, up 13 under 2 minutes to go. Now they can make Lebec chase them for the rest of this game. Oh, they tried to get it underneath. A bad pass taken by Keyshawn Anderson. I don't know why the Vikings would even try to score in that situation. Just make Lebec County chase you for the rest of the game and try to knock down enough free throws to salt this game away. Nybarger in trouble, gets it out to Russell. Relaford. Boy, the Grizzlies taking a lot of time. They finally 3, and it's no good, and it's rebounded by the Vikings. And a timeout called because Zeke Lyons had nowhere to go. Not sure how many timeouts the Vikings have left. Let's see. I think that was the Vikings' last timeout. So Vikings are out of timeouts with 1:27 left in the game. Lebec County still has 2 timeouts remaining. It's a 13-point.
V93.5, we have a full day of entertainment just for you, our favorite listener. Check out Terry Blackburn in the morning. Spend your lunch hour with our Taco Mile 80s and 90s at noon. Matt B gets you through your workday with the afternoon hit mix. Spend your evening with the Zach Sang Show straight out of Hollywood. And last but not least, it's a throwback party every weekend on V93.5.
Parsons Vikings basketball is brought to you by Clemens Insurance Company, located at 401 North 16th Street. For all your insurance needs, call Jerry Clemens at 620-421-9999.
And Lyons out onto the floor. And Lebec County will counter with Dean, Russell, Nybarger, Anderson, and Relaford. And Lebec County...
We have no timeouts. I'm sure Coach says that. Huddle. If you get in trouble, you can't call
a timeout. It'll be a technical foul. That's right. Full court press by Lebec County. Parsons trying to get it inbounded. And do we have a foul away from the ball, I believe?
I believe so. It's on Relaford.
Relaford picks up the foul. That's his 4th. Vikings have held him to 18 points which is 20 points fewer than he scored back in December. And a good free throw shooter at the line for the Vikings. Joel Scheibe has 16 points tonight. I think he only scored 1 point in the loss to Fort Scott, so it's good to see him back on track tonight. He knocks down the free throw. Joel, very businesslike right now. He's enjoying this 14-point lead. He knows his team pretty much has this game in their hip pocket if they just take care of business. The last 87 seconds. He calmly knocks down the second free throw. He's 4 out of 4 here in the fourth quarter. He's knocked down his last 6, and the Vikings have extended this lead to 15. Tanner Russell tries a 3, no good. And run down by Patch Lodeholtz, and he gets fouled by Anderson, and Patch will go to the line to shoot 2. And we're getting to a point in the game now where Coach Smith may just say, hey guys, no more fouls. 15-point lead with only minute 17 to play. If Patch knocks down these 2, you're really going to see this place start to empty out. Just see I have a lot of blue and gold left.
Blue and gold.
A lot of red and gold hits to the exit. Patch knocks down the free throw. 7 points, no, make that 9 points for Lodeholtz. He hits this one, he'll be in double figures. Did they give Parsons that point? Parsons already had 75. They did not credit him with that free throw. Second one goes down. They forgot to give Parsons a point.
We should have another point there.
It says 76 to 60. That's what we're going to go with, although it's actually 77 to 60. I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, a shot blocked, and they're going to call a foul.
Not a foul. Yes. But that was a clean block by the Quan. Wilson's not going to miss very many free throws this time. Missed another one. Very uncharacteristic of Williford to miss 3 free throws.
Thanks for filling in, Rob. I had to run down to the Parsons bench to find out what was going on. They said Patch stepped over the free throw line too early.
I saw Coach Houck yelling at him, but I didn't know that's what they called.
So the score is 76 to 61. Parsons with a 15-point lead, minute 5 to go in our ball game. Almost a steal. Drake penetrates, and he gets fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Less than a minute to go. The Parsons Vikings are going to get the win tonight in impressive fashion over a very solid Lebec County basketball team. Vikings are going to move to 11-4 and 5-2 in the SEK. They'll be tied for second now with the Grizzlies, who will drop to 10-5 on the season, and they will also be 5-2 in league play. Drake cannot get the first free throw to go down. He has 15 points.
We really need Drake to step up and hit some free throws.
And with less than a minute to play, some subs coming into the game for both teams. Parsons Vikings withstood a couple of pretty good charges by this Lebec County team. They had it down to, 7 or 8 points and had possession.
Yeah.
They could have easily got it down to a 2-possession game, but the Vikings withstood the rally, and they're going to get out of this gymnasium with a victory. Drake gets the second free throw to go, 77 to 61. Trevor Strappy will check in, as will Josh Pierce at the next opportunity. Lebec County has a lot of JV guys on the floor right now. Jamison for 3, buries it. Kind of said, I wish I would have done that more a little bit earlier in the game. That's his second 3. He has 6 points. And the Vikings are just going to try to dribble out the clock with this 13-point lead. They still have some of their starters on the floor to the Vikings. Luke Walgamon out there along with Dalton Rody, the senior. 22 seconds to go. Vikings, very impressive tonight. 77 to 64.
Very impressive.
Student section celebrating across the way. There's got to be a sweet victory for the Vikings and the coaching staff and the student section. 3 seconds to play. 2 seconds. 1 second. And this ball game is over. The Parsons Vikings knock off Lebec County 77 to 64. We'll step away for a 2-minute break. Be back with our Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking basketball on B93.